Hi guys! So courtesy of the hard work of the legendary data miner O3X and MCOC journal, we have now the full abilities of one of the data mine champions coming on August, SUNSPOT. So if you haven't watched my last video on Warlock, please do. He's also the new champion coming. He's also one of the new champion which is gonna be released on August. So SUNSPOT is mutant. Let's talk about his abilities. So solar charges. He has this ability called solar charges. So it has a max stack of 80. So SUNSPOT is immune to incinerate effects. So he's incinerate immune, a la Void. Basically, SUNSPOT is the Human Torch version of the mutant class. Whenever SUNSPOT would be incinerated, he instead generate 5 solar charges. Alright. SUNSPOT starts a fight with his maximum solar charges. One charge expires every 3 seconds. So he starts the fight with the maximum amount of his solar charges, and each of his charge will expire every 3 seconds. So flare state. SUNSPOT maintains flare state for as long as he has solar charges. Okay. So when he has solar charges, he would maintain the flare state. I believe it's like a form of his, kind of like Human Torch. If under the effects of shock or when running out of solar charges, flare state is disabled and all stacks are removed. So when he's affected by shock or when he has no more solar charges, his flare state is disabled and all of his flare state charges are removed. Alright. Whenever SUNSPOT attacks make contact with his opponent, he expends 1 solar charge per hit. So he consumes 1 solar charge per hit for each stack of flare state. Each charge expended increases the damage of that hit by 1049. Okay. So basically, when he makes contact with the opponent, he would consume 1 solar charge per hit for each stack of that flare state. And for each charge he consumes, he would increase his damage by 1049. So incinerate. When striking the opponent, inflict an incinerate for each solar charges expended, dealing 209 damage over 5 seconds. 209 energy damage for 5 seconds. Incinerates remove Incinerate remove perfect block chance and lower the opponent's block proficiency by 50%. Alright. So kind of like a counter to Captain America Infinity War. If a strike fails to apply an incinerate on the opponent due to chance, or whenever any incinerate is purified, gain 10% of a borrow power and 1 solar charge. Okay, so he gains a 10% of his max power, and he also gains 1 solar charge. If his hit fails to apply an incinerate to the opponent due to chance, so he's kind of like RNG. Or whenever any of his incinerate is purified. Okay? So well-timed blocks, parry. So he also can be purified, kind of like Void. I believe it is also if you maybe do like a 5 if you do like a max combo of like 5 hits, then you get purified. Again, standard disclaimer. This is just my thoughts. So, well-timed blocks, pari. For as long as Sunspot's opponent is incinerated, well-timed blocks grant 100% perfect block chance for the duration of his opponent's combo or special attack. So for his pari, for as long as his opponent is incinerated, well-timed blocks grant 100% perfect block chance for the duration of the opponent's combo or special attack. So he has a chance, so he has a 100% chance to perfect block. Just like Captain America. So basically when his opponent is incinerated and you pari, now you have a 100% chance to basically go perfect block and take no damage from that pari. When Sunspot performs a perfect block, he purifies one incinerate debuff on his opponent. Oh, that's kind of weird. Whatever. He could also purify. Basically I know because he's incinerate immune. All right. So heavy attack charging. While charging a heavy attack, Sunspot purifies one incinerate debuff on his opponent every 0.18 seconds. Alright. It's kinda not good on his part. So his synergies. New mutants with Cable and Warlock. Mutant Champion's ability accuracy is increased by 30%. Special attacks increased to up to 60% based on Sunspot's signature ability. So I think it kind of needs to be awakened. So again, Cable and Warlock. I think it doesn't include him in the synergies. Okay. So again, Cable and Warlock. Mutant Champions ability accuracy is increased by 30% during special attacks, increase up to 60% based on Sunspot's signature level. So it can go up from 30 to 60 based on Sunspot's sig level. So basically boost up Cable and Warlock's abilities. AIM technology with Red Hulk and MODOK. Science Champions increase the duration and ability accuracy of any exhaustion, fatigue, heal block, petrify, slow, and weakness debuffs by 10%, increase up to 40% based on Sunspot's signature ability. I am not so sure if he's included in this synergy, but as we can see here, his name is not included, or he might be the leader of the synergy, kind of like Heimdall or Captain America Infinity War, okay? So it also increases the abilities for Red Hulk and MODOK. Leading Avengers with Captain America and Iron Man. Avengers and New Avengers. While fighting villain champions, reduce the potency of any power sting and damage over time effects by 10%. Increase up to 40% based on Sunspot's signature level. So basically, when you use Captain America or Iron Man, and if you're fighting a villain, you would reduce the potency of their power sting and damage over time effects by 10%. Okay. It goes up to 40% based on a signature level. So maybe a counter to power sting guys like Yellow Jacket, Emma Frost, and damage over time against villain champions like Venom. So enemies with Mephisto and Hela. All champions gain plus 125 critical rating, increase up to 325 based on Sunspot's signature level. Cool. Gains more crit with Hela and Mephisto. Friends with Magic, Beast, Cyclops, New Savior School, and Colossus. Cool, the newly buffed Colossus. All champions gain plus 130 armor rating, increase up to 330 again based on his signature level. So an additional armor to those mentioned an additional armor to those mentioned champions. What in the actual? Okay, we haven't read his special yet, but we go to the sig ability first. Signature ability, Gridion's experiments. So his passive Sunspot increases his Sunspot increases his maximum number of solar charges by 40. So he would increase his solar charges. I think he needs to be awakened so he can be good for the synergies. And of course his solar charges would increase. I think he needs to be awakened. Now it says here, an important note, all the data above is based on a 5-star 565 signature 200 Sunspot. Alright. These abilities may or not be final and could be changed before the final release. So like what I said, these abilities are just, it could still change. It's not yet permanent. So his special attacks, SP1, Sunspot performs a dazzling. Oh, so sorry. So SP1 kickoff. So gain an additional stack of flare state. Incinerates inflicted during this special attack lasts 9 seconds longer. So his incinerate would last 9 seconds longer. So it basically incinerates the opponent, his SP1. SP2, the final hit consumes up to 15 solar charges. For each stack of flare state, Sunspot gains a prowess effect, increasing the damage dealt by special attack by 200%. Wow, 200%, that's a lot. So he would gain a passive fury. Okay, a prowess effect. Okay, for each stack of flare state. All right. SP3. Sunspot recovers up to his maximum solar charges. So he basically gains back all his solar charges. For every 20 solar charges removed, Sunspot inflicts 1 incinerate debuff, dealing 2098 energy damage over 12 seconds. So again, he would recover or gain back all his solar charges. And for every 20 solar charges that he recovered, he would inflict an incinerate damage or debuff to his opponent, dealing 2098 damage. 2098 energy damage over 12 seconds. I think the bad stuff is that he can deal incinerate, although he does not have any regen capabilities. But is he? And he only has one immunity, which is incinerate immunity. Okay, he's not bad, and I think he kind of needs to be awakened. So okay, let me know in the comment section below what. Let me know in the comments what do you think about Sunspot. I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. Anyways, please subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like if you would. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video or you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe, guys. Take care.